Good morning students. This is a video for the students of class 6 subject science. We were studying chapter number 5, that is separation of substances. It is your lecture number 2. The topics to be covered in this lecture are methods of separation, and we will study 4 methods of separation in this lecture. First is hand picking, second is threshing, third is winnowing, and the last one is sieving. These are some methods of separation. So children, there are many instances when we notice a substance being separated from a mixture of materials. Like this first picture shows the tea leaves are separated from the liquid with a strainer while preparing tea. Okay, and the second picture shows that milk or curd is churned to separate the butter. Means butter is taken out by churning milk or curds. It means these are some separation techniques that we used in our daily life. But why would we need to separate substances? Why do we separate substances? And what is the purpose of separation? In this table, column 1 shows few processes of separation, and second column shows the purpose of separation and the way separated components are mentioned in column 3. However, the information given in column 2 and 3 is jumbled up. Now, can you match each process with its purpose and the way separated components are used? Means we have to match each process with its purpose and the way separated components are used. So students, if we want to separate stones from rice, then what is the purpose? To remove impurities or harmful components. This is the purpose for separation. Okay, and we can separate it by throwing away, right? Similarly, churning milk to obtain butter, the purpose is to separate two different but useful components, and for doing this we use both the components. Similarly, for separating tea leaves, the main purpose is to remove non-useful components. So students, now we will study about various methods of separation. That how can we separate the two components? Okay, how can we separate two components from a mixture? So there are 4 methods. First is hand picking, second is threshing, third is winnowing, and the last one is sieving. These are the methods of separation. So let us study about each method one by one. Our first method is hand picking method. The method of separating impurities from hand is called hand picking. Like if we separate the impurities by our hands, then this method of separation is called hand picking. This method of hand picking can be used for separating slightly larger size impurities like the pieces of dirt, stones and husk from wheat, rice or pulses. It means this method is used for separating larger size impurities. Okay. Now this picture shows the hand picking method. You can see in the first picture that we can remove the stones from the pulses with the help of hands. So this is your hand picking method. Okay, means the method of separating impurities by the hand is called hand picking method. Hand picking method is a convenient method of separating substances, and the quantity of such type of impurities is usually not very large, right? We can remove these impurities by our hands. Next method is threshing. Now what is threshing? The process that is used to separate grain from stalks, etc. is called threshing. In this process, the stalks are beaten to free grain seeds. Okay, and in this way we can separate the grain from stalks. So I am repeating, the process that is used to separate grain from stalks is called threshing, and in this process the stalks are beaten to free the grain seeds. This picture shows the threshing process, and this method is mostly used by the farmers to separate grain. Okay, and how they separate the grains? Actually, they beat the stalks on the ground, and in this way the grains are separated from the stalks. Okay, so this is your threshing process. It is done with the help of bullocks, and machines are also used to thresh large quantities of grain. Means nowadays machines are used to thresh large quantities of grain. Okay. Now the next method of separation is winnowing. What is winnowing? The method of separating components of a mixture by wind or by blowing air is called winnowing. Okay, winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind or by blowing air. Means in this method we separate the impurities with the help of wind or by blowing air. The impurities which is lighter blown by the air, and in this way we can separate the two components from a mixture. This method is commonly used by farmers to separate lighter husk particles from heavier seeds of grains. Because we know that the husk particles are very light, so they can be easily blown by the air. Okay, and in this way husk particles separate from the seeds. Okay, so this is the way of separation. This picture shows the winnowing process. In this picture you can see the husk particles are carried away by wind. It means the husk particles are separated from the grains with the help of wind. It means for separating the heavier and lighter components of a mixture, we can use this method. Okay. Next method of separation is sieving. Now, what is sieving? Sieving is used to separate the larger sized impurities from the fine, means very small particles. Okay, I am repeating. Sieving is used to separate the larger size impurities from the fine particles. Sieving allows the fine floor particles or any other small particle to pass through the holes of the sieve, while the bigger impurities remains on the sieve. Means the small particles can pass through the holes of the sieve. And this sieving is used when the components of a mixture have different sizes. Okay, sieving is used when the components of a mixture have different sizes. Like, for example, in a flour mill, impurities like husk particles are very small, and stones are removed from wheat before grinding it by using this sieving technique. Okay, in a flour mill, impurities are removed by this sieving method. For example, to remove the impurities from the flour, we use a sieve and pour the flour into it. We know that the flour particles are very small, so they can pass through the small holes of the sieve, and the impurities, means the larger size impurities, remains on the sieve. So in this way we can separate the two components of a mixture. Another example is for removing the pebbles and stones from sand, we use sieving method. Okay, means the pebbles and sand can be removed by this sieving method because the sand particles are very small and they can pass through the holes of the sieve, but the stones are larger in size, so they remains on the sieve. So in this way we can separate pebbles and stones from sand by sieving. So children, now we will discuss the homework solution of lecture number 1. Your first question was, which method you used for separating the pebbles from sand? So the answer is sieving. We should use sieving method. Okay. Second question, which method is used for separating the stones from rice and pulses? So the answer is hand picking. Okay. For separating the stones from rice and pulses, we used hand picking method. Question number 3 is, which method is used for separating different kinds of vegetables from the mixture of vegetables in the basket? So the answer is hand picking. Hand picking is used for separating different kinds of vegetables. Okay. Question number 4 was, which method is used for separating the dust particles from the grain? So the answer is winnowing. Why winnowing? Because we know that the dust particles are very light and they can be easily carried by the wind. So winnowing is a process in which we can separate the lighter particles with the help of wind or by blowing air. So the winnowing is the convenient method for separating the dust particles from the grain. Question number 5. Which method is used for separating the tea leaves from tea? So the answer is sieving, because sieving allows the tea from the holes and the tea leaves remains on the sieve. Okay, so sieving is used for separating the tea leaves from tea. So students, your today's homework is question number 1. When is hand picking method used? Second question, what is threshing? How is it done? Question number 3 is, give one example of sieving used in everyday life. Okay, you have to write any one example in which the sieving is used for separating the two components of a mixture. Okay. Question number 4 is, which amongst the following methods would be most appropriate to separate grains from bundles of stalk? 4 options are given to you, and out of these 4, one option is correct. And the options are, first option is hand picking, second winnowing, third option is threshing, and the last option is sieving. Out of these 4 options, only one option is correct. Okay. Bujo's grandfather is suffering from diabetes. Her doctor advised her to take lassi with less fat content. Which of the following methods would be most appropriate for preparing lassi? Options are winnowing, sieving, churning, or none of these. Out of these 4 options, only one option is correct. Question number 6 is, fill in the blanks. A part is, small pieces of stones can be removed from pulses by dash. B part is, dash are obtained from stalks by threshing. C part is, husk from wheat flour is generally removed by dash. So students, this is your homework, okay, and you have to write these answers in your fair notebook. So this ends for today's lecture. Thank you.